The only thing that could ever really make sense to resolve any of this, to put to rest all of the claims that reparations are due and so on and so forth. Let's go over the scoreboard. Black male unable to get you out of slavery, out of bondage, puts you into bondage, makes fun of you, mocks you, talks about big pimping, PIMP, and don't give a fuck about no ho, no ho, no ho. We'll snatch your hoe and take it to the hostro. All right, and throw that ass in a circle, and you're my baby mama, and child support, I ain't paying it, and Mari, everybody done fucked her, and that baby don't look like me, that baby ain't mine, and that ain't my problem, you ain't my woman, and I only protect the women I'm related to or who I'm married to, and that ain't none of my business, and you should have chose better. All right. Oh yeah, and then asylee seeker and femicide rates through the roof. Multiple wives. When they die, they're going to get 70 virgins. Cut off the clitoris, female mutilation, because a woman's pleasure is disregarded. As a matter of fact, it's a sin. And has to sell children and give children away because they can't afford to take care of all the children that they had the nerve to make. So the only way for reparation to be dispensed, right, would be to marry a white man who has equity. That's the only way that it would be humanly plausible to be a resolution. That's the only resolution. And the reason why is from the economic point of view, because your hair will get straighter and therefore you won't need relaxers and you won't need to wear hair weaves and extensions and stuff like that. Um, then, we won't be called bald headed and shit like that, right? Because genetically speaking, your hair will probably look very different down the line. And so then you become less of a high maintenance human being, and you become more so adequate for to accommodate someone, easier to take care of, right? So you won't look like how you look now. In some occasions, just because you have children with a white man does not mean that your child is going to come out um, looking mixed or whatever. I'm a perfect example of that. I didn't get the hair from the woman. I didn't get my German side. I got this criminal side. But my daughter's hair is absolutely amazing. Her hair is beautiful, and it's more so like mine, but it's curly and it's got a slightly much better pattern, right? And there is such a thing as good hair and bad hair, and if there was no such thing, then people would not be able to ridicule our hair, now would they? Furthermore, it would only make sense from a moral point of view because unlike the Irish, the Irish were able to overcome their oppressor. They deserve their flowers and their award for being able to go from enslaved to beaten ass. That's what they did. They said, "Not me, not today. We ain't doing this," and that's what they did. They whooped my ancestors' ass, and like my ancestors stole their bike. The expression, and my ancestors were taken aback, like, "Damn, Gina," like Debo. Yeah, damn. So basically, that's how they integrated and had mixed bloodlines, which was a smart move. And anyone who says otherwise, just go somewhere because you're embarrassing. Um, it made them better. That's when the oppression made them better. They were able to whoop their asses. That makes them better. If anyone's superior and the ass whooping regime, it would be the Irish people are better, even than more so better than the Germans. Yes. Do you have a problem with that statement? No problem. All right. So then, when it comes to masculine women, when people are quick to throw black women under the bus, even though some of us we might be masculine, but if anyone's masculine, it would definitely be the German woman because She is beautiful. Don't get shit twisted. She's a very beautiful woman. Some of them. But if you can beat an Irish woman to death, I would say that you're the masculine one in that scenario. Um, Next, we, the black women, could not overpower the black males, of course, because we are females. So therefore, we ended up basically going through genocide. What we look like, however many, how long ago, not what we look like today. Um, what was the next thing that I had to say? Oh yeah. So since the ones who were enslaved, right? You're saying that they went through chattel slavery and they're bitching and moaning about getting reparations, which they are not due to. They are not due to reparations. Neither are Native American males. No, they were not due to reparations. No, they were not. If you cannot overpower the oppressor, that means that you're too weak to be the father. You would not be able to protect the children because the children are as good as gone. They'll be eaten alive. That is how the law of the jungle works. You have to prove yourself worthy to be the father. And when a better father comes into town, it is against the law for the women to be sympathizing with the one who cannot protect them. He obviously does not want to preserve his genetics, and he was supposed to be done away with. But unfortunately, because of this manipulation of people's psychology, this has been to where the good fathers have been sacrificed. That's why they call them the Godfather. That one was sacrificed. Oh my God. Now, if you want to sympathize with someone, that was the one to sympathize with. The Italians. The Italian men. Not only were they fucking sexy, they were perfect. What was wrong with you? And then, I mean, for those of you who really like big dicks, how come you couldn't keep him? You really like it big like that. I don't. It's too damn big. You ruin everything. Y'all ruin everything because of based upon your fear. I'm scared. Why? Of what? Of him? That thing? He's ugly. He makes ugly children, don't you agree? Because I'm ugly to you. So that says all that needs to be said. If I'm fucking ugly to you, why are you allowing ugly people to make me? But you're blaming me, like I'm the one who brought me here. And then he's able to, I've witnessed him abuse every race of woman. I don't care if you were Asian, Latino, black, white, mixed, Egyptian, didn't matter. Native American, well, that one I have never seen. That now that you bring it up, I've never seen him beat the shit out of a Native American woman, not once. But I have heard. I've never seen it though. I've heard, never seen it. But I have also seen Native American women beat the shit out of their dudes and have children with other men, if we can call them that. And the Native American man is raising, taking care of those children that are not his. That's his business. That's their business if that's what they want to do. But I'm not gonna sweep anything under the rug. Based upon the law of the jungle, if you are still alive, you should be thankful. If you're still alive as another race other than white man, other than being a white man, you should be thankful that you're alive. But any female who's claiming that they're going through systemic whatever, or they're experiencing this, that, and the third, then you should be advocating. If you're going to advocate, you should advocate for your husband, because you got me fucked up. I don't like your males. Point blank period. I don't like them. I don't like the Mexican one who raped me and then stole my child and proceeded to abuse her. Don't know where she is. I don't like him at all. Not one bit do I like him. He's disgusting to me. Because he's an asylee seeker. He can't provide anything for you. He runs away from his problems. And he leaves children behind in his country of origin with mere children. 13 years old as a child. I don't want nothing like that. Fucking goddamn being a father. He's entitled to being of service, not daddy. See, this whole thing, whereas religion is used in order to get slaves and to enslave those who are not entitled to being enslaved by those rat bastards who are never to be considered a master or God to nobody, because they are not. They're not God on the basis of merit. They don't know how to love. I don't know why love is associated with this word God, because that God that is spoken about in your Bibles is trash. And then you sacrifice Jesus, which is basically the Italian, and he was a better father than all of you. Where do you think Italian would come from? Think about that. Think about the race of an Italian. Where do you think he would come from? What would his father look like, and what would his mother look like? More than likely, his mother is going to look, like I said, something like me or something like my daughter. That's the truth of it. So then, therefore, what would a Roman look like? You do the math yourself. And they're Catholic, so that explains everything. You know full good and well black people are not Catholics. And if they are, yes. And they're the only ones who respect the mother. So therefore, when you're talking about reparations, you're not to be paid because that man is just going to rob you. That alleged man of yours is not going to do a shit for you. Obviously, he couldn't get you out of slavery. You were in bondage and slavery for how many years? You said allegedly 500. So, hello? Reparations. Reparations would be a separation, sterilization probably. Stop making children. Why are you impoverished? Why are they selling the kids? Why are they cutting off your clitoris? We're not playing these games with you. I'm not. And if it were true that these were civil and law abiding human beings, then they would be perfectly okay with that transaction right there. Yeah, you're not entitled to being taken care of like you're a child, but you're allegedly a grown man. Allegedly, you're a God. Allegedly, you're a father. No, you're not. No, you are not. You don't respect the father. You don't respect who I said is the father. So then, therefore, you're racist and you're an abuser and you're irresponsible with your own body. You have no discipline over your own dick. Accusing daddy of colonization, that's defamation of character. You raped his children, that's genocide, and as well as go down the line. Go down the line. So, for all of you that are playing this game of stick to your own, women have nothing to do with race. That's your guys' construct. It's time to put that baby to rest. Oh, that's right. Under your construct, the baby is not entitled to any rest. They're entitled to abuse and torment and torture. Does that sound like a good construct to you? Does that sound like a superior one to you? No, it don't. So therefore, quit practicing your guys' racism against white men. All are his women. Otherwise, I mean, unless you're respectful like the Asians, then no. You're talking about he owes you something, what he did to you, blah, blah, blah. How come you didn't hop on his dick and say, no, you're our father now, thank you, leave them alone and put them to good use or something. And if they do get some pussy, it'll be on a individual case. Do they respect and honor who we elected as our father? Because if they don't, then the answer is no. Very simple.